Hey, Gorge. Sorry this episode is so late. It was supposed to be posted in August, but between my mom's house, my sister's house, and my dad's new house, I've been busy as fuck. Also, I've been practicing for my GED test, my permit test, and in the meanwhile, I signed up for DoorDash, hoping to bike around some food while I get my license. Nope, denied. They said too many people. But that's why this episode is so late. It's been so busy, but I hope you enjoy, and you should really make this recipe. Welcome back to Peaches Teaches, the show where I teach everybody tuning in each episode how to do just about anything. Peaches teaches all the different things that went off the rails there at the end. So much going on. I'm growing a mustache. Oh, and the makeup. One of these is an eyebrow, and one of these is paisley. Which I'm trying to get more artsy with my makeup, because another thing I need to discuss later in the episode has to do with how I've been feeling about drag lately. And I've been wanting to branch out in a different way. Now, today is a recipe from our Cooking with Love Provides Food for the Soul monthly calendar. And this month is, right here in my hand, August. And it is a fabulous Mediterranean dish. It is a quinoa salad. A Mediterranean diet is very high in unprocessed grains, and quinoa is one of them. Quinoa and cream. That's a fierce drag name. Okay, what you're going to need with this is 2 cups of cooked and drained quinoa, and you're going to toss that around with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, or as super extra Italians call it, Evo. Or Evo. A last episode, I was calling a betta fish a beta fish. I didn't even know until I Googled something, and when you Google it, she sometimes read it for you, and that's what it was. 8 ounces of crumbled feta, half a cup of sliced scallions, 8 to 10 chopped mint leaves. I have mint growing right outside my house, and that's how I got it. S&P to taste, salt and pepper to taste, and here we go. I have so much hair in my eye. Okay. I just smudged some makeup, so I'm guessing the paisley is on this side. I didn't get any photos of this look. Oops. I'm getting all nervous talking about this part, and that's how, like, I know that, like, I need to get this off my chest. But hi, fresh out the shower and everything. Just wanted to make this quick little clip because this recipe, as you're about to see or already have seen, is the August recipe. Now, if you follow me on social media, you know I've been saying I'm going to spill so much tea about the Youngstown drag scene, but here's the thing. I do not care. Like, I genuinely don't care. Don't give a fuck about those asshole people. But for my own well-being, because it was eating me the fuck up, I just need to clarify, if you've heard me speak of it in past episodes, I do not have a drag mother or a drag family. There's just too much toxicity, too much mistreatment, not being treated equal, and I didn't want better treatment or more than others. I just wanted my fair equal spot at the table. And in my original clip, I spilled so much fucking tea that, see, I'm just being nice right now, because I spilled so much tea that it wouldn't have been no problem for me whatsoever, but it would have been a big problem for some people in charge of the Youngstown drag scene. So, yes, I just want to make this quick little video to get that in there because at the time I filmed this, it was eating away at me so badly. I spilled all the fucking beans about all the shady behavior, but I don't care. You know, I don't care the things that they have to say about me or them not liking me. It's not a silly high school situation like that. What bothers me is then people want to go and preach to everybody else that they're super positive, super uplifting, super inviting when they are the furthest thing from that, sweetie. I just showered, so I was like, why not? I was gonna come in here with some bedhead, but I didn't. You're welcome. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. But before we jump into our quinoa, I really do want to announce 2 more fabulous things. My dad finally got his place after 7, 8-ish weeks, and I'm very happy for him. He's very happy with the house that he got, and I'm just super happy. Ouch. I was being kind of bitchy because I knew, like, my dad, he would have just, like, vibed as long as he could hanging out here, and I kind of wanted to, like, give him nudges into looking. But yes, and one more fabulous thing. You saw Beatrice the beta fish last episode. You got to see her fabulous tank cleanup, but guess what? Boom. My grandparents had this old business, and it was a dry cleaners. And my dad had stored some of his stuff there, and we were going to get it, and I found this. I'm gonna clean this out, and this will be Beatrice's new tank. I wanted to end on a positive, but oh wait, it's this hand. I got stung by a bee yesterday. I'll possibly insert a clip here. But that shit hurt so bad. I told my mom it was like somebody with nails, like grabbing you. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you were a child about to walk into the street and your mom had nails. And she's like, no, don't walk yet. You're supposed to look. And she like grabs your arm. I'm just trying to create a scenario so people understand. That's what it felt like. This little tiny prick. It felt like somebody grabbed this whole entire part of my arm with their nails. Holy fuck. It had been over a decade since I was bit. This recipe is for 2 cups of quinoa, but I'm only doing 1 because 1 cup is 1 serving. Or 4 servings. That's all I really need. There's 4 of us that potentially will be eating this. Okay, Habibi. What you want to do is get a cup of quinoa. Put it in this. I hope it doesn't fall through. Oh my god. Manaja. Ow! I keep grabbing my fucking... I keep grabbing my bug bite, my bee sting. I think they were yellow jackets. I'm gonna use this to catch some quinoa if it falls through. So you're going to combine 1 cup of quinoa with 1.5 cups of water. So I'm officially using my cue card. I've never made quinoa before. I'm a quinoa virgin. And I don't know if you're supposed to put oil or butter into the quinoa. No, just the quinoa. Okay, but like, the way I'll fuck up club soda is out of this world. Honestly, pop ain't shit. I started drinking Faygo pop when I want pop because most of the pops are caffeine free, and also Faygo has the least amount of sugar of any pops on the market. Also, some people specifically won't drink Faygo because apparently the Insane Clown Posse's fans liked it. See, when I was in school, they were always seen as like racist clown face. So our quinoa is beginning to boil. Reduce it low and let it simmer, stirring occasionally. Apparently this only needs to simmer for 10 minutes. Oh gosh, there is so many announcements going on. Another announcement. I am releasing another podcast. A fashion podcast about fashion. And, I keep grabbing it. I was like, my bee sting doesn't even hurt today. My subconscious was like, I'll fucking show you. Okay. Second announcement. I'm moving to the UK to further my career as a comedian, to then infiltrate Taskmaster and win. I love Taskmaster so much. I have Taskmaster Super Max to the plus. That's all we've been watching lately is Taskmaster. I'm so obsessed. British or UK TV, it's just so much better. Like, and in the UK, gosh, here we go again. The United Kingdom consists of, I don't know, Scotland, England, Ireland, and all the British countries. I'm so behind on British knowledge. But one thing I do know is their media, they're like, I don't know what their Hollywood is, but their media just kind of seems more real than ours. Ours has, like, there's such a fake standard to ours. I don't like it. There was one season of Taskmaster in America, and I couldn't even imagine it. Because the way even our comedians are, like, there's such a, like, as they would say over in the UK, there's such, like, a posh attitude about our celebrities, I feel personally. That's why some of my favorite celebrities are the ones, like, in America, are the ones that just exist. You know? Kind of like myself. Quinoa smells absolutely beautiful. Quinoa was one of those, like, hipster foods back in the day. Like, circa 2010 to 2016? Do y'all like the mustache? It gives my drag a touch of alternativeness. Now I get away with saying things I usually wouldn't. No. Why is that the case, though, for alternative queens? Everybody's posting their own little comment when they go to, like, open stage night at comedy theaters, and they post their little comedy things on TikTok. It's inspiring me to go, like, write out a comedy set and go perform at an open comedy mic night. Like, no tea, no shade. All tea, all shade. I'm in a mood. A lot of the comedians I'm seeing, they just are, like, they find somebody in the audience. They're like, tell me about yourself. And then they make their whole routine on that. And it's like, what if they weren't there that night? Would your other material have bombed? Or would you have just found somebody else in the audience? Where are the jokes? I think I get this straight from my dad. My dad's always talking about on Naked and Afraid, like, I bet you the producers placed that boar there. Or, like, or, what's another one? Oh, this was one that I recently said on Alone, because me and my dad watch Alone. I was like, a contestant tapped that I absolutely did not think was going to tap. And I told my dad, the producer was probably like, hey, we'll give you $50,000 if you tap and let that person win. And, and my dad was like, you never know. That's where I get that little, like, conspiracy theorist for Hollywood stuff from. And, I was about to go into that was segueing me into a thought That I completely forgot. Why do I look better with the mustache in drag than out of drag? I just saw myself in the mirror and I kind of forgot about the mustache. Now you want to cook that till all the water's gone. I might put a little bit of olive oil because I don't want the quinoa to start to stick and burn. Now, I want to mention the new podcast coming out. I'm hoping to air it during the fall. And I'm hoping to have it completely edited, completely ready to start posting. There are 5 episodes of Peaches Teaches left if I only stick with the monthly calendar for the year of 2022. Peaches Teaches is not done forever. But I was thinking, this is episode 61, and then I have September, October, November, December. By that count, it will be 65 episodes. I think that might be a good episode count to take a break as I air the fashion podcast. I didn't want to say the name yet because it's not even like, I'm working on it still, obviously. But the more I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait, why would I be stopping this to do that? Because I'm hoping to get the podcast released before the end of the year. I could possibly go into the new year, or maybe I could just start 2023 with a podcast. Kind of like I did in 2021, but I'm hoping to make a better podcast. I'm contemplating deleting Getting Juicy all the time, but I think it is a good building guide to show my growth. It's a part of my portfolio as a different, irreverent kind of show. And it's more draggy, I think, you know. I was really trying to like please a drag demographic then, to the point where I honestly have kind of lost viewers instead of just sticking to what I originally started with at the beginning of Peaches Teaches. Just trust your instincts. Trust your gut. You know? 100. Absolutely beautiful smelling. I love at times cooking with feta instead of just sprinkling on something when it's done, because feta doesn't melt. Well, the grade of feta I get doesn't melt. I'm sure you could find a feta that's aged and melts beautifully or something. I'm not a feta expert. So my spearmint is pre-washed. And even though this is a quinoa salad, I remember what I was going to say. Even though this is a quinoa salad, it's like a salad. So I'm adding the feta after it's cooked. It's still going to heat up some, you know? Like if we were to use any other cheese, it would probably melt. I'm on Tinder again, and I feel like this is the 3rd time I've said that in all of my history of the show. Nobody wants to go on dates. Everybody just wants to hook up, and I'm over it. That's done. All the water is evaporated. Now you want your quinoa to sit for 5 minutes. Oh wait, I'm supposed to fluff it with a fork. I think fluffing is just sort of like a little like toss it around lightly so that there's more air and room to let the grain expand. Okay, I'm going to put our quinoa in here. Chop up your spearmint. This is like the easiest way to chop it up. And then you want to go ahead and chop up 1 garden onion. It's great that it calls for this because this is the only kind of onion my mom likes, really. And this is only 5 ounces. What's wrong with this? Is this melting from the heat? I think the quinoa is melting this bowl. That's not fair. Oh my god. This is only 5 ounces of feta, and I'm not using it all. Feta's expensive. If you're able to, down below is a link to my Venmo and Cash App. If you're able to contribute any money towards Peaches Teaches or other projects I do or have done, that's a really big part of why I was thinking about taking a break from Peaches Teaches. Is it's just hard to fund all of this stuff. Now, gorgeous, get some salt and some pepper. Let's see if we're missing anything. Nope, all we're missing is a good old stir. Our quinoa salad for the month of August. That spearmint comes at you right away, and like the delicious grain of quinoa, like it's the texture for me. Fuck. That quinoa, heat up that feta nice. This all goes so freaking good together. You get the salt and pepper just enough. Quinoa is a winner for me, honey. I could tell though this is getting caught in my wisdom tooth bad. I've always wanted to open a Mediterranean restaurant. That right there would be at the top of the fucking menu. That is so good. I'm a quinoa queen now, a quinoa if you will. 5 out of 5 brilliant, immaculate peaches. I didn't add or do nothing different to this one. This was the first real on its own. Delicious. Cooking from the Food Provides Food for the Soul calendar. Cooking with Love provides food for the soul. We were bordering on love this episode. You know that there has to be a problem if, like, I have to fucking declare that I don't want to be in a drag family no more. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Peaches Teaches. Next month is a delicious blueberry cake to take us into September. So I want to thank you all for watching this episode. And I really do hope you enjoy this and make it because, wow. Excuse me. Bye.